Yeah, good morning, everybody. So I will continue from here.
Brother Alfred,
Yeah.
next week not able to attend. Going back
So,
for Qingming, going back to Kuantan.
okay, okay, never mind. As
Okay.
anyway, we already do this Pali for so long already. More or less, you all know already. Okay. So number seven. Number seven. So so Aranyato, can you see Aranyato? So the here you see here there is so and then there is to, to is definitely is ablative, ablative. So then you see Akat Chante. So this one is PRP, you know already. And then this is a compound, Mala and Kara. This is Kara, this is Kare. So Kare, you have to decide whether it's locative or is a accusative plural. So the moment you found this is a verb. That means this is considered as a verb. This is also a verb. Okay. So normally, how do we start in in Pali or Sanskrit? Normally is the most important is to find the verb first. If you can find the verb, then you can find the noun already. So in this case, what will we do? So we take so, you see the so normally can means he or that, you know. So it can means he or that. So if you take so as a that, then you must find another noun that this become, if that is an adjective, you should able to find like so narrow or sana wanita or something like that. In this case, you cannot find the noun that connect to that. In that case, this one it has to be alone already. So if this is alone, that means should take this as a subject. Okay, this is a subject. This take a subject. So when you take a subject, now you need to decide whether this is going to be the next verb or this is going to be the next word. Okay. So what you do, you observe this, these two, Agacchante and Malakare. That means these two are interconnected. So that means this one is not for this, because if this belong to this, it should be Agachanto. He is coming. So in this case, because this is not Gachanto, this and this doesn't belong to this. This belongs to this. So that means this should be the verb. Follow? Okay, that means he had having seen, I just put it as he saw. So what? This verb, Jaran, will take an object. This is an object. The word is Mala is a galan. Kara is galan maker. You remember the word, the root ka, the root ka plus plus. Can you see? This is ka plus k plus That means this is strengthened. So it become kara. So it become kara. That means if it's a nominative, it will be karo. If it's nominative, it's karo. If it's a accusative, it will be karam. So it's karam. The plural of karam will be kare. The plural of karam is kare. In this case, he saw a galan makers plural. So the plural, that means in this case, this one is GCN to this. GCN to this. That means these two. This one is GCN to this one. All right. So the GCN to this, so in GCN, there is two ways you can do. You can put a garland maker. So a GCN, you can who is coming. The garland maker who is coming also can. If you don't want to put who is coming, you just a garland maker coming. That is good enough. Coming. So this two is GCN. So here is ablative coming from the forest. So you must remember if so if it's so remember so plus if it's like that so agachakto that means these two is GCN. So that means your translation he is coming. So in this case, this is not tied to this. If it is stone, that means he is coming from the forest. You see, not this one, you don't care about this already, So it's not, so that means the garland maker is coming. So you must look at two same case, coming. If it's a singular, it will be malakaram. Then this is Gajantam. This is Gajantam and Malakaram singular. But in this case, this is a plural. So you have to take note of that. So this part is okay. So this part is done, coming from the forest. And then you can see Pali has two. The adverb is repeated to come. That means little by little. In this case, this is the adverb little by little, to come little by little. Okay. So this is not connected to here. This one is connected to the top. So that means your translation end at here. The first line end at here. End at here. So the next translation is this one. See, this one having gift. So that means the second one, we don't need to mention the subject. If you want to mention, I put it here so that you get it. Okay. He gave. Can you see? This is a compound. This is panita kandam. That means a crystal of candy. So when you take this and put bit by bit, I think it's a little bit funny. So what you can say you can change this a little bit here. Yeah, you can say he gave a little bit crystal of good instead of saying he gave a crystal of candy bit by bit. You can just change it a little a bit a little bit. You can put something like that. That means if you put this as an adjective, a little bit here, somewhere around here, a little bits of crystal candy. Can be crystal candy. You don't have to, you have to rechange this. That means he gave a little bit. So I'm going to put inside here, little bit of CRY, CR. Where is it? Why do we go there? I want to join it here. Of CR, crystal. Where is my line? It should be here. This line. Okay. A little bit of crystal candy. So if you rephrase, he, that means this he gave this part. Okay, and that means he gave a little bit of crystal candy. Also can. But if you don't want, you follow this, he gave a crystal of candy bit by bit. So the meaning is like that, bit by bit. So this is the second line.
Dr. Alfred,
Yep.
But Alfred, the tokam is on for the first line. Then this
No,
crystal of candy, where the tokam, where is the little by little a bit by
no,
bit
this tokam is in front of here.
Come down
You come down, you see, how do you know this belongs to this? A verb takes an object. Kandam is an object. Tokam is an object. Can you see the
You
case?
put the break you put the break down. Then I saw.
So in Pali, there is one whole line, there is no break, there is no commas in which you cannot see.
Yeah,
And
got
you
it.
cannot see, because so this and this is the same case. You can see just now I say, this is the same case. The problem when you see the same case, you cannot figure out one most of the time.
But the charan will be the first action. The first charan, this one.
So the second charan, so this one takes two object lah. This object is the main object. This object is a adverb. So the adverb here, a little bit is a adverb. A little bit, to come, a little bit. And then in English, we cannot little bit. We cannot say little bit crystal candy. We have to put little bit of crystal candy. This is the object. This is object. In English, we need to put in a preposition of. The of is not in this line, because it's of this is here, center of here, because this is a compound, crystal of candy, So in this case, this is the keyword is always like that. Now you see, the next line, you can see this is a verb. This is a past tense. Gave, paniyang, object, object, a drink. Then in this case, you know that this is an extension by spoon. You see, not? So technically, you don't have to put he one, no. You can put he saw a garland maker coming from the forest. Then he gave a little crystal of candy and drink, and drink through by spoon, because this one, by spoon is this line, this one by spoon, okay. So this is a spoon. So that is how you. So a drink, if you look carefully, where there is probably no cup. There is no cup involved, and there is no cup involved. Why is the here it mentioned this ulam is as spoon? Maybe those days they don't have a spoon. They may have some container, that contain the water lah. So like in olden days, you use a bamboo, you cut the bamboo, then the bamboo can become a holder of a drink, or like a vessel or something like that. So if you look into the sentences, I believe you cannot use the word spoon. You cannot use the word spoon.
Maybe a ladle.
Something like ladle or something. So technically, when you look at it, you cannot put. But of course, because you are not going to drink spoon by spoon, unless your here it indicates that somebody is sick. But here it doesn't mean it's talking about a galan maker. So the logic, you must look at the logic. The logic at this junction is something like that. We cannot be 100% clear. So once you understand how to translate, so then so you can translate in this way. Having seen a garland maker coming from the forest, he gave them, here is this one. Molasses is actually like sweet like that lah. Like sweet like that lah. Crystal candy is a sweet lah. Then this one no need to make, because in English he say he gave and he gave. You don't repeat. Water with spoon. That's all. That is how you're going to translate. So the meaning is quite clear. So that is the important part. How you translate, it doesn't matter now. You will never get wrong. You will never get wrong, because if you do in this format, you will always write one now. But in your diploma or degree, it is not emphasized on how you translate. It emphasized on your declension, your root, all those things, because this is much higher level. This is much higher level. So I'm going to move to the next line. If you got anything, you stop me. Okay. If you look here, Uyana, Palo, Rasa, this is Madu, Makita. This is one line. Actually, there is no dash, dash, dash because this is a compound. This is a compound. So what you need, the important part is to look at the back. Is to look at the back. This is the back, the most important compound one you can guess. And then this is, can you see? Can you see here? Natwa. So Natwa, that means the moment you see a Natwa, this should be the first action. This is the first action, right? First action. So after the first action, this will be the second action. This is the second action. So what you do is you try to look for the subject. Can you see the subject? Now, if you break down this, you can see there is the word Uyana and the word Palo. So this Palo, maybe, let's say you don't know, you can still break this up, So what you do, you search for Uyana. The word Uyana, you search for Uyana first. Okay, it's fine. Uyana. Okay. Digital Pali Dictionary. Sana. Okay, what I do is I will take the word. Can you see this word? Technically, what we are doing primarily derivative is PAL plus this word plus na. R is added to this root. R is added to this root to form a noun, become pala. If it's forming a verb, this one will use 7 conjugation, paleti or palayati. This is a root forming a noun. This is a root forming a verb using 7 conjugation. I think this is a long A, palayati, and this is a long A, palayati. So forming a noun and a verb doing the same root. So technically you should get a pala lah. So you get pala. So the pala here, it should be a protector. Can you see? Can you see a pala can be a protector or a keeper? Keeper. Keeper. So Uyana is the keeper of a garden. So a gardener. Uyana, I think there's somewhere long A. This one, long A. You see, so Uyana is a park, a pleasure grove. So in this case, you can say it's a park keeper or a park keeper lah. It has to be a park keeper. If you want to put gardener, also can. No problem, because this is a park. Then the park, you got a lot of flower, trees, all those things. So in English, we say the person who maintain the park is called a gardener in English. So you can put a park keeper for that. No problem. So in this case, here you can say a park keeper. So if you put a park keeper, you are still right. You put a gardener, is still right. So in this case, we already get this is a subject. Okay, now if you look through here, you look here, and then where is the verb? You have to find where is the verb. Can you see this one? The verb nya Nyatua come from the Nyatua, that means it's come from the root nya. Having no. Basically, it should be having no. Having known, having known, where is it? Base here. This is one. You see, Nyatua. Having bow, having pay respect, having bend. So here, you look at here. Why it doesn't give you? Because the word nya, the word nya.
The tau gaji.
Tau gaji. Diacritic mark. That is called diacritic mark. Yeah, is okay. Nyatua. Okay. You see, you see the word here is having known. Nya. The word nya and nyana is the same. Nyana is the same because the root is nya. Nyatua is a verb. This is a noun. Nyana. This is ana is added. Ana is added to form a noun. Because now we are studying a noun coming from the root. So in this case, if you hear you say having known, having found out, and having understood. So this is a gerund. So we will decide which one to take. We will decide which one to take. Is important here. So let's put it somewhere here. I will put it here so that you can see. Basic. Let me quote. Okay. So you see. So in this case, what I do is because this is a gerund, so I take this one having found. See, this is the subject. This is one. Can you see, gerund? This is my verb. And can you see this? This is the object. Object. This one never run one. No. In front of the verb must be accusative object. All the time, all the time. In Pali, this is because this is all sutta lah, jataka story. It's all like that one. No. You cannot miss one. So in this case, okay, now the word is here. This is bu. Bu can form bhavati. So in this case, it has become a bhavam. When you see a bhavam here, this has to be a bhava. Bhava plus your NTA. Bhava plus NTA, that means this is going to form your PRP, So that the PRP in this case, this is a PRP, PRP, how you don't know that we will go and find out this one. See here. Wow. Takes it's a long A. Can you see? This is the one. Can you see it come from this one? Can you see? Bhavanta. PRP. So the PRP, if you do a declension, you do a declension of the PRP. PRP. This is the declension. Can you see Bhavam? That means it either takes existing or becoming. So this is the one, Bhavam. This is the declension. So let's go back to there. Go back to your here. Here. This one, here. That means here is this part. So the next word you need to do is find this word, Paluda. Paluda. Okay, Paluda. So this one I'm going to cut it here. Paluda. This is what we don't want. We want individual word first. Now, if you look at here, the word paluda, that means you can see deluded. This is a past participle, deluded or fool or misled, or can be seduced. So it means the word here is entis. Entis. So that means here, you know, when the two is combined in, when the two word combine in, that means so technically that means this one will be translated as the state of attachment. You see the enticement here, that means the state, this is bhava, state of, because this is a compound, state of enticement. That means, so the enticement, that means technically your mind are attracted to that. When the mind is attracted, so in Abhidhamma or in the thing we say is attachment lah. That means the gardener found that his states of mind. So here he never mentioned his state, the states of attachment. That means attachment. So this one is a state of attachment. Then now so in this case, here is the locative in. Then this is a grass. Then this is makita. Makita, that means makita smear with honey. This one I have to cut. I need to shift it a bit. Shift it a bit. Okay. The grass is smeared with honey. Then this one is tassel. Tassel. Because in Pali, normally this will come first, To him, to him, it refers to the gardener. To him, it means he is attached to his work. So there's an attachment to his work. All right. Okay. This is not DER, dear. The job of a gardener is to take care of all the plants and the flower. That means everything inside there is dear to him. So in this case, this is the most difficult words to translate, Bawam. This is the one. Bawam is difficult to translate. So this one you have to come up with the next best translation. But anyway, with the digital pari, you're able to find the translation meaning. So you look for this. But you need to break down in order to find. And then you may not match exactly. Take away the M. You can see here. Here may put seductive quality, enticing nature. Bhava, the word bhava is difficult to translate. When you say bhavana, that means it's a development or cultivate. When you say it's bhava, okay, jati, jati pacaya, no, tanha pacaya, jati pacaya. Jara marana bhava, that means existent. So the another meanings of bhava is existent. I think without the long A, bhava means existent. Yeah. See, this word states. State of mind. A condition. Bhava can be condition, characteristic, the nature. So that means in this case these are the words are all difficult to translate. Very difficult to translate. You may come across many times and you may not get the exact meaning. So the word bhava I put it here so that you can. So when you get this, you get it bhava. So we take here the states, and then just now I show you this one is enticement, state of enticement. So the translation here, I put the state of attachment. state of attachment in grasses smear with honey or something like that. Yeah. So any question on this? This is Jataka. This is Jataka. So now, this is the book answer. Hey, I don't understand. I don't understand why we are having found it in the state of enticement on the grass smear with honey. The gardener show himself gradually. He is talking. He is talking that this line. This line and this line. This line and this line is actually joined together. This line and this line. If this line is not joined to here, you cannot find the word deer. You cannot find it. So I continue on this line. Now you see this line. So these two lines, because up to here you see the word the gardener found. Here is the gardener no found found who. Here is very quite misleading already. Now if we take this answer, and this one, the one just now I do, you cannot get it very right. So what you do, you take this one and then you can understand. Okay, number 9. The word is mega. This is mege. So that means it's a locative. Can you see the word anto? And then can you see the word pavi? So this and this forming a locative absolute. So when you forming a locative absolute, what you do when? Okay, so this is when the deer, okay, here enter. So that means your locative become the subject and your locative become a word. This is past participle. Enter. Okay, can you see here? Pada himsu. Pada himsu. So this is a verb and then this is the object. So that means enter. Enter. Can you see the word anto? When the deer enter inside. Technically inside here it never mentioned the trap. The trap was not mentioned. Pali is a bit difficult because sometimes I enter inside the trap. The trap is not mentioned. Then they say at this junction they say they close the door, or inside the trap or inside the house, inside where we don't know. You say so here they say they. That means the plural. That means this must be the hunter. They, that means the hunter close the door. Close the door. Okay, now this one is not a problem. So the next one is here, Miko Manuse. Up to here, that means this one you have to break up here again. Break up here. You take this part, that means so that means this is the subject already. The deer saw, the deer saw what? Saw, this is the object. Saw the man. Saw the man. See, this is saw the man. So this after that, can you see? Kapamanto, can you see this one? Kapamanto. That means this one and this one is GCN. Same case. This one. Yeah, GCN. So because this case and this case is and this is a PRP. So in this case, I take another line. So the deer saw the man, and then the deer trembling. Of course, when the deer saw the man, the deer is trembling. So this part no need to put. I put the deer so that you can know this is the one trembling. And then the next line. The next line. You can see the next line. Can you see this Bito and this is also GCN? GCN, if you cannot see the GCN, it's very hard for you to connect already. So must see the GCN here. This one, this case, Bito is GCN to this, GCN to this, because this is Migo, this is Bito. So let me, can you see this is a past participle, frightened. The deer frightened. Frightened, and in this case, this is a compound. Bayata, and Baya is fear. With fear, And then this is Mara, death. So you just have to put in your preposition lah. So in your word, you only see the word frighten. Then you see the word fear. And you see death. So all the preposition you put in yourself. Compound you have to put in yourself. That means you only see this, frighten, fear, death. That means frightened with fear of death. So you able to sort it out. So that means this is the next line. Short, but then you must able to know it belongs to which subject. Okay, this is up to here. We'll break one line. Okay, now. Then you go here. Can you see there is two verbs? So take the first word first. The first word. So this, can you see the word Adawati? This is Adawati. So Adawati technically is run towards lah. Run towards. And then this one is Paridawati. Both of them is Dawati. Dawati means run. Pari is round. Round. Pari mukang, that means around your face. Pari around your mouth. Pari mukang. Pari dawati around, run around. That means this is says dawati is run around. This is is a prefix of So a prefix means run towards. That means the deer run here. So in the translation, run towards and run about means run here and there lah. Understand? This one, how you're going to make it into the way of your translation is up to you, because it is not going to be so straightforward. Run toward and run about. So I put run here and there. So I believe it's a cage or something like that. It's a cage because we don't know it's a trap. Run here and there. Okay. Right. One more. One more. So when the deer entered the closed door, the deer saw the man trembling and afraid to die and run here and there inside the inner court. There is no inner court here. This is the inner court. Can you see? Inner court. So this is the inner court. Can you see here? This is locative. This is the one. Locative. Locative. Can you see? It means he is anto is inside. Niva. This one is let's look the breakdown so that you can see much clearer. Copy. So change it to the stem first. Okay, no breakdown. No breakdown, no problem. So what you do is take one first. Cut this off. So anto can you see the word anto inside or within? Okay, inside. You take this word. Okay. So when you see like that, so you have to guess, no, because the dictionary did not give you the breakdown. Sometimes they cannot break down. So nivasana. So I break at this junction first lah. See whether nivasana has something there or not. So I'm going to search this. Okay, that means nivasana got. Nivasana got. Nivasana means a house or home. Home. Okay, home. There. Okay, now we're going to put this back. We're going to put this. We're going to put this. You can put this. Can you see that you when you put like that, you see somewhere like angana. If you take this out, you will see angana. So then you know that means this is something like that already. Some angana, something like that. So it doesn't jive. You see, it doesn't jive.
Brother Alfred,
Yeah.
you put Anangana. I think it's A-N, have to drop the A-N and see.
Yeah. So you have to keep on breaking it down. I think this is the correct lah. Anggana. So Anggana. This is the one. Yeah. So this is the one. So you have to do something like that. You cannot take the word. You cannot take the word walking. You cannot take this one. The miss. This is the one. You have to take this one. Maybe I copy all. Then you can decide how copy. Copy ya. This is the word. So I put it somewhere around here so that it undo. Must place special, otherwise it give you must place special, otherwise it get you HMTL. So that means this one is Ghana. So that means you have what another word is Anto. That means your breakdown is Anto, and Nivesana, and the word Ang now. So this is your word. That means you have in the word here is Anto is inner. And then this word is like a house. And then this word is court. C-O-R-T. See, so House. Okay, so at the end of the day, you get this, So here, technically, that means this is you see, if you go inner house court, also can, So if you cannot translate, you just inner court will do, because this is talking about inner house court here. So the translation, are we going to put inner court or inner house court is the same one. So in this case, it's the inner house court. So it's up to you how are you going to break down this compound. That's an important part. Even you put inner court, nobody going to know. You know that this deer run into some place lah. He run into some place and then got trapped lah. So this got trapped inside a house or in a garden or whatever. So in this case, this is how you're going to translate.
The
Right.
spelling of Angane.
I missed the N. Yeah, I'm gonna. Okay, so that's how you do the translation. If you can make use of this methodology, technically, if you see a Pali sentences, when you have no translation, you use this approach to translate, you will get 80-90% correct. You will get 80-90% correct, because if you translate one line, you cannot get everything correct one. You get one line, you cannot get correct. You cannot get one line correct. So you have to use this approach. You spend your methodology, spend your time using this methodology. You will never go wrong very far lah. And this methodology is not mentioned in anywhere. It's after doing Pali for such a long time, then I come up with this idea lah. And it's very hard to put into a book or translation. A book cannot, because every time you see whenever I teach to you all, it keep on changing one, So there is no one way of saying this must be the way. Okay, and do number 10. After do number 10, then we will. Yeah. So in this case, this is Dinakara, same Dinakara. Dinakara. And then this one is a compound lah. Atang gacchante, nisakarecha, dente, ratasa. Okay. Can you see? Locative and locative. So C7 dash dash S, that means this is the subject. And then this one become the verb. This one, locative become the verb. You see here is the verb. So can you see? This is become the verb. This become the verb. This become the subject. And then one become the verb. All right. So what you do is, locative absolute. You can see like locative. This and this is also locative absolute. Can you see now? Locative absolute need what? You need to have one PRP or one PPP in this PPP or PRP or PRP, both any one of them in locative. That means in locative, then it will form a locative asleep. Locative asleep, you can put when. See, Dina, if you look at the word Kara and Dina, why is called the sun? Kara is maker. Maker. And then Dina, you have to find the word Dina. See, can you see the word Dina is a day. Yeah, all right. Now, Kara. This one, doer or the maker or agent. So in this is the maker of the day. Yeah, you get it. This here is maker of the day. I put here. Maker of the day is the sun lah. It's equal to the sun lah. So this is the sun lah. So this is locative. Locative. When the sun so can you see this word atanga? I copy the whole line, and then after that we do the copy. We don't want to see the whole meaning yet. We will break into half. So we take the word atanga, atanga. That means this is because this is gachante. Can you see? Split it, gachante. All right, gachante. So that means technically, here that means you can take this one. You take this one first. You take this one first. Take this one out first. Kachante, you already know is going. In going. So I will cut this. So I'm going to find what is this meaning here. Can you see? You only have this. The rest cannot already. Only has this and this one. Can you see? In a compound, it could be this or this. So we will take without the M first, we take this one. Okay. This is so many of it. Can you see so many of it? That means your meaning, sense, significant, benefit, profit, all those things. Okay. Then you won't be able to translate this already. Definitely. You won't be able to translate already because too many of it. So if you take this, paste here, paste this one further, after we come back to this kacanta. Kacanta, so kacanta means it's definitely is going, walking, driving. Going, walking, and driving. Now, go back to your sentences. Go. It means if you take kacanta, going, and then you take the word atanga, Atanga, go back to Atanga. Now is going to see how does you know that this is referred to the sunset? I tell you, it's very difficult. Going to- Yes, yeah. Okay. Take this one first for the sake, for the purpose, for the benefit. Atang. For the this one, for the sake, for the purpose. One of these first, Okay. When the sun going for the sake, for the purpose, it doesn't make sense. Okay, we will move to the next line. Can you see going to the west part? This is the one. This is the one. Going to the west part. Sun rises in the east, it goes to the west of the mountain. So that means it's talking about the sun. That is how. So it's very difficult for you to figure out. If you don't have the dictionary, there's no way you can say this word is translated. When the sun going to the western part, that means when the sun going to, because this is a compound, when the sun going to the western part of, so it's the western part of the mountain because no, so this is indicating that this is a sunset. If you don't have dictionary and you don't have a digital Pali, you cannot translate this word. Okay, no way you can figure out. I'm going to you cannot figure out that really one. So I'm going to put this in the red. Western part means it refers to sunset. You see in Pali, something like Chinese. Pali is something like Chinese. See, in Chinese, one word again means many meaning. For instance, we say in Mandarin, 三点. The word 点 in Mandarin, it can take so many meanings. 三点 it means this means sun is 3. So 点 means 3 o'clock. 3点. 3点. Then the 点 I say, that means the word Thai in Mandarin, big, there is a dot, no. The word, so the word Thai, you, 点. That means this word, that means have a dot. The 点 means a dot. Dot, 点 means a dot. The character in Mandarin is exactly the same, This 点 means a clock. This 点 means a dot. Then if you say, then you say, 点心. This 点心, that means this is a dish, The word also is the same, because if you take individual word, in Mandarin, in Cantonese, it's called dim sum, dim sum, dim sum, dim sum, dim sum. The word dim sum, this word combined with this word, it has another meaning. It's exactly like in Pali, when it combine, it means this word, atang gacchante, it combine, it means setting. It means setting. So exactly like Mandarin, the same word is also the same. It means, like, for instance, you take the word in Mandarin, Shang is up, technically on its own, Shang is up. Shang Ke, that means you attend class. Shang Ban, that means you are going to work. Ma Shang Lai, that means come quickly. So yeah, the word sang is up, but when you combine with certain other words, the meanings change exactly in Pali. Pali is also something like that. So you cannot literally take one word to one word, because one word by one word, as I show to you, one word itself got so many meaning, So this other is you have individual meanings like that. When you combine, the meaning run. So it's very difficult. It's very difficult to figure out which meaning, because you see, the word utter also can mean end, can mean date, can mean annihilation. That means this one has to combine with another word. That means the whole sentences, the word has to be combined correctly in order to sort out which one it refers to. Because that and hope and rest is totally different. But the Pali word will be the same. No? The Pali word will be the same. This one you have to sort out because it's so difficult. And then it got so many meaning until wow. So that is the difficulty in Pali. Okay, continue. Yes. So what happened is here. So here the next one is the same. I mean in this case, the word che is here. This is can you see the word nisakare? So this one is the moon, nisakare. Let's find out why it means nisakare. So we have to look for the word nisa, nisa, nisa. Nisa. See the see is that means Nisakara. Nisakara means a maker of the night lah. So that means they refer the moon as a maker of the night. The maker of the night. Where is it? So that so the moon. So maker of the night. So sunset. So technically, this if you're going to translate this, just like I say, maker of the night, which means a maker of the night. You cannot say when the sun is setting and technically it's the moon is rising. So sunset, the moon rise lah. So the moon rise. So in this case, can you see rata? This got the dot one lah. Rising of a country. You cannot put rising in the country, in the country lah. Technically, even though this is genetic, rising of the moon, in that particular country, in the country, something like that. Okay. And then now we go to the next slide. The next slide. This part no problem. Now, so part. Okay. Can you see this? I break out already. Can you see this? Palako. Remember just now I was explaining the word pala plus a to become pala. Pala. And then after forming a pala, you plus aka. Now plus aka, it become this word lah. Palako. Protector. So this is how we form root plus a form a noun, and then the noun from this one form a noun become palako, protector. The protector. So in this case, you see this part is not joined to this one. This part is not now finish. Because this one belongs to this. This is an adjective to this. This is an adjective to this. So after you construct, then only you know how to mesh. If you don't construct, you cannot mesh one. After you get it wrong, so this is an adjective to this. to this subject. So in this case, I'm going to take this and put it here. Protector of a country. It's not a sunrise, not the sunset, a rising of the moon in the country. They don't know. Because if you don't see the next line, you would thought that rising of the sun in the country is not. No, it's not the protector of country. Follow the protector of the country, the protector of the country. So this is the one. This one has to come here. This one is join to here, join to here. Yeah, and the next one is okay. Now this word this word, the root is su. Su su, that means deforming the word sota. Sota is ear. Sota is ear. Okay. Can you sota is ear? Can you see this word su plus aka? Can you see this one? U, the U, the U here is changed to AV. This U changed to AV, and then plus aka. Can you, so this one, that means technically, Savaka. Savaka means hearer. This is a noun. Buddha called all his disciples hearer, Savaka. But Savaka is translated in English as disciple. Technically, it's all the Buddha's disciple is a hearer because they hear the Dhamma from the Buddha. That means, so it's disciple. But when you break it down, this is su plus ta. This is past participle. Sota. Sota means heard. Sota means heard. Hear. Ear. So this is a su plus aka. Same like just now, because this is a present, a primary derivative, how to form a thing. So if you look at this word, Savaka is definitely is disciple. But when you break down the root, you're able to know it is come from the word su, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't check, but I think I should get it correct. Savaka. You see, Savaka. Can you see literary is hearer. Follower, pupil, or disciple. Because all of them learn by hearing. Can you see the word su plus aka? Su plus aka. And then the other one is sota. 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 Can you see the word sota is ear? Okay, ear. Ear. Or stream. So can you see the word here? This is a noun. Sotar. Sotara, hearer or listener. So that means this one is this one become sotu, So you decline it as sotu or sota, then it become okay now. So they hearer now. Okay, I'm going to put a past participle, apana. Let's look at the meaning of apana first. So, apana. Long A. Can you see the word apana is a past participle? Fallen into or enter. Okay, enter. So if you join this word, sota, sota means you join this, it becomes sotapana. You join this, it become a Sotapanna. Sotapanna means it's enter into the stream or enter through the ear. Because you know, yeah, the word enter, that means Sotapanna is enter, that means the Dhamma is enter to the ear. Here is say one who has entered the stream. First stage of sainthood. But it means that you are the Dhamma enter to your ear and then you understood the Dhamma. That's why you have become a Sotapanna. I take the back here again. Sota. Can you see? Hearer or listener. Just now as Savaka is also a hearer or listener, it's called a disciple. So that means but most of the time they translate as stream enterer. Why don't you say ear enterer? So it's up to them, no? It's up to them to say stream enterer. Why is called a stream enterer? Why is called a stream enterer? You call a stream enterer, noble eightfold path is a stream. Noble right is equal to a stream. Understand? Normal eightfold path is a stream. So it's just like you go to MU, it's okay, art stream, science stream, medical stream, or whatever stream is it. It's a stream. The stream doesn't mean it's a river. It's just a kind of words that we use, stream in that case. So there is so the novel eightfold path is a stream. So if you look in the sutta, you can sort out the word is sota. So then Sariputta explained that Sota is referred to Eightfold Noble Path. So when you enter the Eightfold Noble Path, you are a stream entry. How do you know that you can become a stream entry? So that means basically for a Buddhist, you must know what is Samadhi. That means right view. Right view means you must know Four Noble Paths. Then you must know what is Samma Sankappa, the right intention. Right intention. So what you been practice all this year is Samma Vacha, that means right speech, Samma Kammanta, which is part of the five precepts. Abstain from killing, stealing, sexual misconduct. This is Samma Kammanta. And then the third one is right livelihood. So when you follow this, when you follow the Samma Vacha, Samma Kammanta, basically you already enter the stream. You enter the stream, the only thing you haven't perfect the stream. You enter the stream and follow by your right livelihood. Right livelihood. Means you already and that means you got the three already, So if you know what is samadhi is always refers to the four noble truths. That means dukkha, what is dukkha? What is the origin of dukkha? What is the cessation of the dukkha? What is the path leading to the cessation of dukkha? The path leading to the cessation of dukkha is noble eightfold path. So you already enter. The only thing is whether you can perfect your this normal eightfold path, you get perfect. That means the chances that at the time about to pass away, you can enter the path will turn into a fruit lah. Okay, so I continue with this first. Okay, it means you can see the Buddha. This is a subject. This is subject. The Buddha disciple, can you see the Buddha disciple? Can you see the Buddha disciple? Can you see the word Maharaja? Name is still a nominative. So name is nominative. King, the great king. Okay, now this is the word king. That means the great king. So in this case, if you take this and this, that means it's talking about the great king who is the protector of the country. Can you see now? You have to sort like that. That means the great king. This is the great king. That means in this case, who is the protector of the country? COUND, country. And then, okay. Means in this case, you can say and lah, and the Buddha's disciple. Buddha disciple. Plural, singular. Okay. Uh, so this part, you see properly now. Can you see the word here? Now, so every subject must, because this and this take the same case, but in this translation, it's not going to be the same. Why? Okay, that means the great king. Can you see Adasi? This one cannot join already. That means it's not this one, not this one. You have to cut off this. That means here the great king who's the protector of the country. This one cannot take away this part. Okay, give this part. That means give great dana. Can you see great dana? Big dana lah. So don't need to say big dana. A verb will always take an object. Big dana. Big dana. Big dana. Can you see this is yachakanang to the beggar? Plural to the beggar. So this part is very clear. To the beggar. And technically, I think the great king, this one, because of it nominative, but the way I see, I think there is a problem here. Because the way I look at these sentences, I said the great king is protector. Give big dana to the beggar. I think also give the dana to the Buddha disciple. No? But because of this, you cannot jive, It's not going to be the Buddha disciple and the king give dana to the beggar. I don't see that way, So this is I think this is there's a problem here. Not say I cannot translate. I know there's a problem here because so this is a big problem. To the beggar, GAR spell wrong also. Beggar, beggar.
Brother Alfred, would
Yeah,
it be the king is also the Buddha's disciple?
but the but it should not be that way, ma.
The
This
Palako and Savako.
Can correct. You are correct. Yeah, correct. You are correct. You are correct. And disciple, you are correct. The, the great king who is a protector of a country and the disciple of the Buddha. Correct, correct, correct. Correct, correct. Disciple of the Buddha. Correct.
As per the translation.
No, we don't want to see the translation. We want to work out. We need to do our workout. We do our workout. We do our reasoning
Because the Savako is singular.
So that
And
means
it's a singular, right? Savako?
yes, GCN to this correct.
Yeah.
Correct. We must see this one and this one is a logic. That means the king is a disciple of the Buddha. Correct. Because my mind was thinking only the monk is the disciple of the Buddha. That's where I go wrong. Okay, now it's correct. The great king who is a protector of a country and the disciple of the Buddha give a big dana to the beggar. Okay, correct. All right. So now everything settled. So it's something like that. Sometimes it's not easy for you to see. GCN, this is GCN.
You explain as it becomes so easy. If for me, as
No, I have to explain. After then only I can see the logic one. No, it's not outright. I can see the logic one.
you break it up so nicely for us. Wow.
Uh,
In
it looks so
easy.
simple. It looks so
It
simple.
looks so simple. Huh?
Uh, okay. So the next week, the next week we do this lah. We more or less, I think the 26th probably is going to be the last part of the section. Last part of the section. The last part of the NPC two. This is the last part of NPC two. So basically, next week we do that lah. After that, I will try to do NPC three lah. After NPC three, that means this year going to be our final years of doing pali. After that, I will stop already. I think there's nothing much left for me to teach already.